You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Sounds like some bad movie.
All right. Ready to do this.
Are we?
We are. Yes, we're ready, baby.
Cool. Let's do this.
Let's
welcome.
do this.
Welcome to Moviesucktastic. We're predicting the future.
The future.
Ah,
We're predicting
the future. Where we will all live one day.
The future. Yes. This is our last Oscar episode because I'm Still Here is not available anywhere. I can't even go to the movies to see this thing. So we were able to, for the first time ever, we were not able to review every single Oscar-nominated film for Best Picture. We were, however, able to get 9 of 10.
Just to correct you, the first time ever since they went to 10 nominees.
Correct. Well, actually,
we didn't really do it religiously before then. We did like spot we did here and there.
I don't know. I don't remember when we started reviewing all of them, because I don't believe we started this podcast in 2009. I don't believe we started it at that point.
No, we did the Oscars, but we didn't actually review every single film until that year that they bumped it to 10. That was the first year that we actually started nailing it down and saying we had to watch.
Which was 2009 when we started this podcast. But that year, I think, I'm not 100% sure, the Oscars were 2010. I believe we did a live stream when the program was called Live Stream from my basement. We put the couch up against the TV. Do you remember that? And a mirror in the other direction so we could watch the Oscars while we sat on the couch. And I believe you had that video, and I don't know if it has survived because we used your laptop to record it. But that was like your old laptop. That's a laptop from like 15 years ago. I don't know if you still have that laptop. That was the HP.
I do.
You do. I don't know if you have that video. I don't. It'd be cool to see it, but
I'll have to look.
I remember. You know what else I remember from that night? That was the night that ABC couldn't come up with a deal with like Cablevision or Comcast or both, and I had FiOS, so we were watching it. We were watching it on my cable provider. So people that couldn't watch it on their TVs were tuning into our show to watch it because they couldn't watch it on theirs.
Right.
Because it was some blackout bullshit. I remember that. Wow, this is all flooding back.
Yeah, over 15 years of this nonsense.
Yeah. Well, this is year 16, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, so over 15. Yeah, I'm right. Me.
You're not technically wrong.
So we're gonna go through all the categories. My suggestion is from least to greatest. And just right now, on the record, say what we think is going to win.
Okay. My ballot is from Vanity Fair. I don't know where you got yours, but
I got mine from Letterboxd.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do the category and I'll chime in so that we're not bouncing around between each other's ballots? So we keep track of it better? I mean, I could do it from mine, and I could go from the bottom left or right hand most corner all the way to, because it goes basically from least important to important.
You know what? Theirs is a bit jumbled from the way we like to go, so why don't you lead?
Okay, all right. So we're going to start off with documentary short. And the nominees for that are, and again, categories like this, I guess, because I haven't seen them. and there's really no way for me to see them. So it's Death by Numbers, and I usually go by the cool title, or what I think is a cool title. Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, The Only Girl in the Orchestra. I went with The Only Girl in the Orchestra.
I have seen one of these. I saw I Am Ready, Warden.
Okay.
And so I'm going to choose that.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We have live action short. Aileen, Anulia, or the J, is that, it's obviously not, is it pronounced like an S? I have no idea. I'm butchering it. I'm going to call it Anula or Anuja. I Am Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. I went with I Am Not a Robot.
Ooh, I went with I'm Not a Robot too.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Interesting.
I was kind of thinking, I just kind of thought it was a neat title. And,
same.
You know, I was wondering if you were going to go with The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent, because that's kind of your persona a little bit. Like you were going to be in agreement with it. What? No. I'm talking about how it's not a negative. We'll put it that way. You're for the greater good. We'll put it that way.
I went with AI controlling everything in the future, so I decided to.
I have no idea if that's what that's about, but.
Oh, I don't either. But I just want when my future robotic overlords look back, they'll see I picked this.
Have mercy on you.
Yes.
Animated short. We have Beautiful Men, In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic Candies, Wander to Wonder, and Yuck. I know nothing about any of these except that Yuck is about, I think, a teenage boy or teenagers that think kissing is gross, or like kids thinking kissing is gross. And I just think that's funny because I have my youngest son thinks kissing is gross. So whenever I kiss my wife, he always gets vocal about it. That's the only reason I picked it. I have no fucking idea.
That's funny because I saw that title and I thought of your children too.
Oh, sweet. At least somebody is.
No. I picked Yuck just because I thought it was a funny name. I didn't know what it was about.
Wow. So far, we're in agreement except for one. Visual effects. We have Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I went with Dune Part 2 just because of, like I look at these other ones like Alien Romulus.
Where the hell did they hide this? I can't find visual effects. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
So I look at Alien Romulus and I'm like, okay, it's got some good special effects there, but I don't think it's the best. Better Man, nobody gives a shit about this movie. Somebody
would have had to seen that film in order for it to, win. So
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I think it's too much CGI. It's just too much. And then Wicked, I think Wicked, it's got some special effects, but it's like nothing crazy. Dune Part 2 is just this sci-fi epic that special effects are used in a really great and grand-esque way. So I really think they're going to reward it for it. It won for best special effects for the first film. So I just think that's a no-brainer. That's what I think anyway. Best sound.
Hold on. Do I get a say?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. What did you pick?
Wow.
I'm sorry. What'd you pick?
I picked Dune Part 2 as well.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Maybe you are going to do well this year because I feel like I'm going to do shitty. And if you think you're going to do great, then we're already in agreement on a lot of this.
Well, we're still in the minors. We're still in the minors.
We are.
In the big league.
Okay. Sound. Oh, I know in the last episode I already know that you picked something different from me. A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. I went with Dune Part 2 again. I think it's going to sweep the technicals. That's what I think. What you got?
I picked The Complete Unknown. I just thought maybe the music aspect. It's not a strong category for me.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it could win. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody, I believe, won Best Sound. Musicals or movies about music or musicians have won before, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't. I liked the film. I liked the film a lot. When I watched it, I just wasn't thinking, oh, I wonder if this is going to win Best Sound. It just didn't hit me. Dune Part 2, watch that with a good surround system, and you're going to be wanting to give it an Oscar too. Production design, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Now,
we've seen all 5 of these.
Yes, and I went against my better judgment, and I picked what I think the Academy is going to vote for. And that's usually how I do well on these, is when I pick what I think they're going to do, not what I think should win. And I picked Wicked. I think they're going to give it to Wicked when it probably should go to Nosferatu.
See, I chose Nosferatu.
And I would be choosing with my heart, because I really feel Nosferatu is the one to win. But I think they know they're not going to be giving Wicked a lot of these statues. And I think production design is an easy one to give it to Wicked for.
Yeah. I was just blown away by Nosferatu. Where Wicked, I was just like, oh, pretty.
Well, yeah, and I think they're going to snub it. I hope I'm wrong. I want this to be something I get wrong. I want Nosferatu to win.
I hope you're wrong too.
Yeah. Makeup and hairstyling. A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. I went The Substance all the way.
I said Nosferatu.
And while I like Nosferatu, there's different levels of makeup that they did in The Substance, whereas Nosferatu, it's just Count Orlok. So I'm thinking they're going to reward The Substance for that. What?
Let's not minimize Count Orlok.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's
Count Orlok.
I'm saying it's the same makeup throughout, whereas in The Substance, it gradually gets, more and more as you go through the film.
Oh, man. For someone that likes Nosferatu, I really think you're giving it a short shift.
Again, I went with my gut, not my heart. I just want to preface that.
We'll see.
Editing. We have Anora.
Oh,
you picked Nosferatu. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Editing. We have Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. Again, it was a toss-up between The Brutalist and Conclave. I went with Conclave because, and the reason why is because The Brutalist has a lot of long scenes, editing. It's such a long movie. There is editing, obviously, in the film. I just think there's tighter editing in Conclave.
More cuts doesn't mean tighter.
I think it does.
That's weird. Yeah, I went with The Brutalist.
You went to The Brutalist. Okay.
I usually don't feel strongly about this category at all. Usually I can flip a coin.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, wow, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have some differences in our tally at the end. We are not lining up on these as we get closer.
Yeah, in the beginning we were more lined up, but as we're getting in, we're not.
Because now that we're not guessing.
Right.
We're actually putting some thought into it. Yeah.
Costume. I think I already know what you picked for costume design, because I think it's going back to the production design category. Costume design, A Complete Unknown? No. Sorry. You can go to any thrift store and look like you came out of the 60s. Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. I went with Wicked again. I'm assuming you went with Nosferatu.
Period costumes always win this category.
Yeah, but this is a Broadway show that they've recreated for film, and I think they're going to reward that. That's what I think.
Okay, well, I'm pulling for a Nosferatu sweep.
Listen, I want Nosferatu to win all of these, but I'm
maybe I'm pie in the sky. I don't know.
I'm not picking with my heart. If I picked with my heart, I'd probably get every single one of these wrong.
Where's your heart, Joey?
Well,
Where's your heart?
where's your heart, you silly bastard? Cinematography. We're probably going to be in agreement on this. The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. I went with The Brutalist. Even though I think Nosferatu has gorgeous cinematography, the fact that The Brutalist was made for, what, $10 million, and it looks like it cost 10 times that, I think they're going to reward The Brutalist. Did you go with Nosferatu?
This is the only one that I changed my mind on initially. I filled out. Initially I picked Dune Part 2.
Okay.
And then I was like, Nosferatu.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Original song, El Mal, from Emilia Perez. The Journey, The 688, Like a Bird, Sing Sing, Mi Camino, Emilia Perez, and Never Too Late, Elton John. Never Too Late by Elton John. I went with El Mal. Even with all of the controversy from this film, that is the only song I keep hearing them fucking talk about. I went with that. I have no fucking idea. I'm probably going to get it wrong. Is that the song
that says penis and vagina?
I don't know, actually. I fucking don't know. Well, all I know is they can't stop talking about that one fucking song.
I refused to vote for that film, so I picked Like a Bird from Sing Sing.
Okay. All right.
The only two songs on that list the only film I've seen is Emilia Perez for 2 of those categories, and I'm still like, no, I'm picking somebody else. Damn it.
Let's see. Let's move on. Where was that? Original score. The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. Again, went with my gut. While I think Conclave's score is better than The Brutalist, not by much, I went with The Brutalist because I just think they are going to, because it's this huge epic and all that. The music for it is phenomenal. I went Brutalist.
I picked Conclave because you talked it up so much.
Yeah, but remember, voting with my gut, not my heart.
Yeah, but you're killing me here. All right.
I do think that the score for Conclave is better, but I don't think it's going to win. I think The Brutalist is going to win. I'm just, I'm pulling up. Here we go. I didn't check to see if we have email. If we do, we'll we'll read it. Anyway, moving on, we have documentary feature. Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, Porcelain War, soundtrack to a coup d'etat. I probably what is that?
Coup d'etat.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't think I've ever seen that spelled before. Wow, I feel stupid.
Sorry.
No. I wouldn't
have corrected you if it wasn't so glaringly wrong.
Coup d'etat. Coup d'etat. Okay. I had no idea that's how that was spelled. I never felt dumber. I've never felt dumber in my life. And Sugarcane. I went with No Other Land.
Ditto.
I don't know why. That's what I picked.
Me too. I feel the same way.
All right.
And I have no reason why.
Animated feature. We have Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. So I keep hearing a lot about The Wild Robot. I haven't seen it. Heard it's an excellent film. Inside Out 2 was the highest grossing movie of 2024. But I cannot help hearing so many good things about the movie Flow, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of these, actually. I picked Flow.
Yeah, I realized that, I just don't watch cartoons anymore. Mm-hmm. Wow, what am I, an adult or something?
I picked Flow because, from what I understand, there is no talking in it. It's all animals, and it's inventively done. So I think they might gravitate towards it.
I'm going the same way. I'm just going based off like the buzz, and so far I think it's a toss up between Flow and Wild Robot, and I chose Wild Robot.
Yeah. Okay.
So
we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
International feature. We have Amelia Perez, Flow.
No.
The Girl with the Needle, I'm Still Here, and The Seed of the Sacred Fig. I went with I'm Still Here because I think Amelia Perez has too much baggage. And I'm Still Here is nominated for Best Picture. I just think that's the one that's going to win.
I picked I'm Still Here because I feel guilty that that's the only film I haven't seen nominated for Best Picture.
Okay.
So I figured I should vote for it for that.
Gotcha.
That and no way in hell am I voting for Amelia Perez.
Right.
It cannot win. It cannot win Best International Film. I swear, or whatever they're calling it now.
Yeah. No, it's Best International Feature.
Okay. I'm old-fashioned. I still have it in my Plex as Best Foreign.
Okay. Let's see. Adapted Screenplay. Oh, we are now in the categories that matter to Scott. So, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. We have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. I went with Conclave.
Me too.
Oh. I think that's just a well-made film. I think the script is really good.
Everybody's buzzing about it. Everybody's, the critics are all liking it. So it seems to be a popular film. Everybody's been, there's been that recent talk about Ray Fiennes.
Yep.
That we'll get to later.
Yeah. Original screenplay. Honora, A Real Pain, The Brutalist, September 5, and The Substance. I went with Honora. Even though I would love The Substance to win. I just don't think it will.
The only one we haven't seen is September 5, right? Or you haven't seen A Real Pain?
I haven't seen A Real Pain yet.
I was leaning towards A Real Pain, but I'm going with my heart on this one, and I chose The Substance. You know why?
I would love
it. Because out of all those, talk about original. That's an original screenplay.
Oh,
it's
I
not
know.
Best Screenplay. It's original screenplay.
Yeah.
It's Best Original Screenplay.
I would love to. I'd love to be wrong on it. I think the Academy is going to award Honora, because of its other categories that it may or may not win.
I like Honora, but I hope it doesn't sweep.
I don't think it will.
Good.
I think it's going to win some things, but I don't think it's going to sweep. Actor in a supporting role. We have Yura Borisov for Honora, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong, for The Apprentice. I went with Kieran Culkin. Now, I haven't seen A Real Pain, but there is so much buzz about him winning. It's one of the only categories that there is so much buzz, because there are so many categories here that it could go any way. It really could. But this Best Supporting Actor, it seems that there is a ton of buzz that it's just basically a lock for Kieran Culkin.
I honestly have no idea why Edward Norton or Guy Pearce are on this list. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
I live in a madhouse.
It's okay.
But I did see Real Pain, and I was impressed by Culkin's. I picked him too because I think I think it was a combination both of what I saw and what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just search the internet for Oscar, ballot or predictions, and just his name just comes up every time. So I went with that because they won't shut the fuck up about it. Best Supporting Actress. We have Monica Barbaro for Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones, The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini, Conclave. That is my Ed Norton and Guy Pearce. It's like, what the fuck? why.
I'm with you.
And Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Now, my heart says Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, but my gut says Zoe Saldana because everything bad that's come out of the controversy for that, she has stood up for the movie and what it's for, and
doesn't make it a good performance.
No. They love her. They love her. I went with her, even though I really feel Felicity Jones should get it. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I'm going to do well on this.
I chose Felicity Jones.
Good. I'm glad, because I think I'm going with my gut. I hope I'm wrong.
Everyone's got a hard on for Zoe Saldana or whatever, and I just don't. You watch the film, I don't see it in that role. Great, she's not even. No. Best supporting act. No. Also, should be lead actress, because really, as far as I'm concerned, the story's about that character. That's the main character of the story.
Well,
but that's just me. That's just
well.
Me.
Again, we talked about this. I brought it up. The film studio are the ones that submit to the categories. So they felt that she, for whatever reason, there was a better chance of her getting more votes or winning in that category. Best actor in a leading role: Adrian Brody, The Brutalist; Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown; Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing; Ray Fiennes for Conclave; and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. I went with Brody.
Now, did you see the recent headlines like today?
No.
They're saying that like some Academy voters have come out anonymously and said that there was such a strong feeling that Ray Fiennes was going to win that a lot of them didn't vote for him because they thought he was going to win without their vote.
What?
I don't know.
That sounds like such horse shit.
I agree. But I just wanted to bring it up since we're talking about this stuff. I chose Adrian Brody too.
This fucking wheel of just 24/7, information instantly garbage. I hate it so much. I hate it. I went with Adrian. I know. I went with Adrian Brody because they're not going to give poor Sebastian Stan. I said this last week. The poor bastard plays Donald Trump in The Apprentice, and he's amazing in it. And they're just not going to reward him for it because it's like rewarding Donald Trump in a small way. And it just ain't going to fucking happen.
Oh, not even. He tried to sue to get this film. But nominating him would actually be a knock against Trump, and they won't do it because they're cowards.
Yeah. He's as good as he is in that, he's just not. Ray Fiennes in Conclave, I don't know. I don't see it. I liked his performance. I just don't see it.
That's a lot of the talk. I agree. I agree totally, though.
I haven't seen Sing Sing, so I don't know what Coleman Domingo's performance is like. Timothy Chalamet, I don't know. I mean, I like the film. I liked his performance. I don't think they're going to care.
You know how I feel about Timothy Chalamet.
He's dead to you. I know.
Yes.
But Adrian Brody in The Brutalist was just really good. I think he was just really, really good. So I think it goes to him. So we both agree on that. All right.
Yeah.
Best actress in a leading role. I went with my heart on this one because I also feel in my gut. So we have Cynthia Erivo, Wicked; Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, no fucking way; Mikey Madison for Honora; Demi Moore, The Substance; and Fernando Torres, I'm Still Here. I went with Demi Moore for The Substance.
I was torn between that and
Mikey Madison. Yeah.
But yeah, I went with Mikey Madison.
So here's my rationale.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope The Substance. I hope Demi Moore gets it.
Here's my rationale. Mikey Madison is what, like 22, 23 years old?
Yeah, there's that thing.
She's got so much. She's going to be, scripts are being thrown at her left and right now. And they're Oscar caliber scripts. It's not like, oh, you're going to do a Marvel movie, a DC movie? No. I'm sure she's getting those, but her agency is telling her to turn them down. I think it goes to Demi Moore. I think she was that fucking good, and not that I think Demi Moore won't get another performance like this. I don't think it's likely. Whereas I think Mikey Madison is going to be getting a lot down the road for the next 20 years.
Yeah. No, as well. I'd be happy to be wrong on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to go to Demi Moore.
Yeah, I don't feel strongly about it. I just tipped more that way.
Best director, we have Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, Sean Baker for Honora, Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, Coralie Farjot, I butchered that, I'm sure. The Substance, James Mangold, A Complete Unknown. I went with Brady Corbet for The Brutalist. I think of everything. Yeah, I think of everything that's here. I would love it if Coralie Farjot gets it for The Substance. I just don't think they have the balls to do that. I think them nominating it makes them feel good that, okay, we got past a little something by nominating this picture and director and all that. I just, for the size that The Brutalist is, for what was achieved with such a low budget, I think they're going to reward him for it because of the amount of work that went into it. I really do.
I surprised myself. I went with Sean Baker.
Okay. I mean, listen, I think that's a phenomenal directing job for that film. I just think the Academy is going to go a different way.
I don't feel strongly about it, but I'm just mulling all the films over in my head. I went back to Honora and it's like, you know what? This one's really winning it for me. With combined. I mean, it ticks off all the boxes for me.
All right.
And I didn't expect that from that film either.
Right. I've been telling people about it. I said, when you start this film,
I got to make Holly watch it. But
when it pivots, it's something special. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Once I told her you have to get through the first act, she's like, no.
Oh man.
I know, but if I didn't tell her, she wouldn't have made it past the first act. So I got to do something.
Well, what if you lied and just said, "Listen,
I'm in enough trouble as it is."
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
And the last category is Best Picture. We have Honora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. I went with The Brutalist.
And I went with Honora.
All right. Listen, I think either one of those I'd be okay with either one of those films winning Best Picture.
Me too. I mean, I think I said it in the last episode. A Complete Unknown made me appreciate The Brutalist that much more.
Right.
I feel like I like that film more now than I did when we reviewed it.
Yeah. It's The Brutalist is definitely one of those films. Usually when I watch a film like that's 3.5, 4 hours, like long like that, I'll watch it and be like, I never need to see that again. I can see myself possibly revisiting that film down the line.
After I finished a Complete Unknown, I added The Brutalist to my collection.
There you go.
Yeah, I just.
There you go. So
and if I have Emilia Perez, I've got to have how do I not put that one on?
Well, that is true. So those are our ballots. Those are our predictions. And yep. Sunday, what's today? Today is February 27th. The Oscars are Sunday, March 2nd. And
7 Eastern.
Yeah.
They moved it, so it'll be at 6 p.m. my time. I might actually watch them.
6 p.m. your time?
Yeah.
Now, is it 7 o'clock for the red carpet and then 8 o'clock awards?
It just says 7 o'clock it starts.
I think that's red carpet shit, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think they moved it up a bit. I'm not arguing over it.
No, that's good. And it'll still go to fucking 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Oh, yeah. No, they'll still go too long.
Well, you know why they moved it? Because the ratings have been dropping steadily over the last 15 years. I mean, the Oscars was basically the Super Bowl for movies, and people just don't fucking care anymore. And well, I know, but the Best Picture gets announced at like 12:30 in the morning. People got to go to fucking work the next day.
Yeah.
Not everyone lives on the fucking West Coast, where the shit's over at 8:30 at night.
I think that's why they moved. I think that's why they moved the time up. So hopefully if they're moving the time up, then maybe they're thinking about keeping it short too. Who knows?
Well, that's not happening because they still perform every fucking song.
Oh, they
did it right one year. They did it right one year where they did all 5 songs in kind of like a medley, and I think it was only like 10 minutes.
They got to stop treating it like it's a variety hour. Enough with the fucking stand-up and the vaudeville. Just announce the fucking awards.
But by doing every song, performing every single song, it's like 30 minutes. Just music. That's all it is.
Who's hosting?
Conan O'Brien.
All right. I'll that I can handle.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I like Conan. I know.
We'll see what happens.
If Emilia Perez wins Best Picture, this is my last Oscars. I'm just saying it.
I'm with you on that.
All right.
I'm with you on that. I don't think that's happening. I really don't. But yeah. All right. So that's our episode. Those are our predictions. Next week we will do a show where we talk about those predictions and we'll see who wins.
Yep.
And then the week after that we will start reviewing regular shitty movies again.
Oh, yeah.
The Wheel of Suck is back, baby.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and end this shit, and we'll get the hell out of here. All right, everybody. We do not have emails, so
okay.
Nothing to read tonight. All right, go to our website at Moviesucktastic.com, our newly designed website, and you can download the show there. You can listen to the show there. You can click on the YouTube link, and it will take you to the YouTube page where you can watch this episode. You can go to iTunes and you can listen to the show there as well. You can also go to facebook.com/Moviesucktastic, and you can see everything we're posting there. So check that out. You can download our podcast player at Moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk. Or download your favorite podcast player and do a search for Moviesucktastic. Everything is available there. You can leave us email at themovieguys@Moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, it's 908-514-4470. And we are on Spotify now, so check us out there. I mean, amongst other things, we're on Amazon Music, we are on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, but we are now on Spotify. That is
everywhere, baby.
That is as big as iTunes at this point, if not, maybe bigger. So we are there. Check us out. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, look out, Joe Rogan. We're coming for you.
Sure we are. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week when we do the Oscar wrap-up show. We'll see who wins the Oscar ballot contest, where there are no prizes. Just bragging rights. That's it. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
I'm going to get really into MMA.
Oh, cool. You got the beard for it, man. You got to come out with like the Notre Dame guy with one fist down, one fist up. That's how you got to come out. Just like that.
The snake oil salesman.
Maybe you got to wear a hat and throw it into the crowd. Yeah.
I need a nice bowler.
Yeah, something like that. I think that'll work. Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.